So if we go into, you were saying especially that you were talking to the older guys about your health. Your health and wellness is something that you really, really do preach. And I want to get the audience to understand, especially coming from, where did you start to develop this kind of really healthy habits, really healthy thing? And has it always been with you, or have you kind of learned from other people, started to progressively integrate into your life?
Well, so my background is actually in chemistry, of all things. So I have a chemistry major. So I've always enjoyed, like, whenever I've heard of something, I've always enjoyed diving into like the peer-reviewed literature of it.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Is like, here's a claim somebody's making. Well, is there any validity to this claim?
Yeah.
So let's try and find a reference journal article that supports it. And for me, the beginning of my sort of health and wellness journey it actually started, I think, with Tim Ferriss.
Okay. Yep.
I was big into Tim Ferriss's work, and then that led me down a rabbit hole, and I ended up reading more about Mark Sisson and the Primal Blueprint, and that really took me down a rabbit hole, learning about the paleo diet. Yep. Very, very big proponent of the paleo diet, and then obviously through that, I also learned about Dr. Mark Hyman, who I'm a big fan of,
yep.
and Chris Kresser as well, big fan of his work as well. The whole functional medicine approach towards health and nutrition, super important, especially in places like America, man. Yeah. Australia, you don't know. Have you lived in America for an extended period of time?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, with RSD and stuff.
How trash is the food?
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. There's more. Popeyes, Five Guys, this, that, and Jesus.
It's just, and it all even when I go to a nice steak restaurant in America, if I eat a steak in America, it just doesn't taste as nutritious as something coming from Australia or from Europe. It's because they factory farm everything.
Yes.
So the quality of the food in general is so much less.
We've even looking at
they're less nutritiously dense.
Yeah. But you're all just going to look at the fat, what color the fat is on the steak, and that's all that matters.
Yes. Yeah, dude, that's exactly it. Yeah. And same with like eggs, looking for like pasture raised eggs, like, are they nice and like golden and orange and stuff? Like, look at the yolks, like being able to tell like these little things about your food you're eating is really useful.
Everyone look at the painting behind Sterling. If the egg is that color, it's not bad. No, that one, the other side. Yeah. If it's that orange, that's what we want.
Exactly.
And so have you learned that? Because I remember one in the other podcast, you were talking about something about, cholesterol, and especially learning through that journey into your acting career, especially with that, and how you kind of infuse the two. That was really interesting to hear about.
Yeah, because that's a lie I believed when I was growing up.
Yeah.
The food pyramid and fat's bad and all that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, reading guys like Mark Sisson, Mark Hyman, Chris Kresser, blew my mind, and Dr. Peter Attia, he's another one I really recommend. He talks a lot about keto diet and stuff. That it really changes your perspective, or your understanding, I should say, not perspective, your actual understanding of cholesterol and its role in your body. Because cholesterol is one of the building blocks of testosterone. You need cholesterol in your diet to create testosterone. You can't make it without it. And once I started to realize that, I was like, oh, okay, let's switch up my diet a bit.
Yep.
Oh, surprise, I'm putting on more muscle mass. My T levels are healthier. I'm hornier all the time, which is a good thing. Like, I'm more aggressive in pursuing my goals.
Yeah.
Right. And so one of the cheeky biohacks I actually do before a scene is I do my 4-egg shake. I'll crack 4 of them into like a protein shaker, a scoop of vanilla protein powder, fill it up with water, blend it, or like shake it up so it's not gooey anymore.
Yep.
And it tastes like a milkshake, if I'm being honest.
Awesome.
If you use vanilla protein powder, and I'll slam that down about 2 hours before I go to bed. Right. The reason I do that is I'm giving my body a bunch of cholesterol with which it can create testosterone for me during the night while I'm asleep during REM sleep. And I'm also giving myself, because eggs are fantastic, I'm also giving myself a bunch of other, nutrients as well. And then I guarantee, I've given this trick to so many dudes, and it works every time. Guarantee you do that, you have 4 raw eggs the night before you go to sleep. The next morning, I guarantee you are waking up with a rock hard raging boner. I guarantee it.